Well, hello, Nikolay, and
Hello, Martin.
hello, everyone. This is going to be an English language disaster. This is an Argentinian and a Russian trying to speak good English. It's going to be quite a difficult mission, but we are
Great
united.
Rush song.
Yes, we are. We will be united by the love of music, the love of Rush, the love for the Beatles, for Ringo, and the love for drums and drumming. I mean, Nikolai, my friend, he's a really good drummer. He's Russian. He lives in Moscow, and we have been good friends for over a decade, and we always wanted to have this conversation. Especially the other day, we were chatting about this record, um, about this record, you know.
Yeah,
Yep, yep, those
why
ones.
not?
Because this record is 50 years old now, and we were talking about Rush, and I told Nikolai, my friend, I mean, people around the world, the Rush fans around the globe, should be knowing more about what happens with Rush in Russia, how it is to be a Rush fan in Russia. So that's my first question for you, Nikolai. Hello, good night. I know
Hello,
it's
hello, good
late
night.
for you in Moscow, and um,
No, normal. It's normal
normal,
time.
normal. Well, we are musicians. You are
Yes,
night creatures. So
yes.
yes,
Working all night, sleeping all day.
he knows everything. He knows everything. I told you, he's the
Uh,
biggest Rush fan in Russia. Let me tell
that's
you
rock and
that.
roll.
Yes. So um, that's my first question. What it is to be a Rush fan? How difficult? How easy? How is for you to be a Rush fan?
Well, for me personally, I don't know any problems about it because if it's good music, it's good music. There should not be other questions about this. Rush is a great band, the band which uh, gathered very big stadiums almost in all the world. Maybe except Russia, because the popularity in our country is not very big, and the maybe the main reason is because not many people admire uh, the style and the vocals, how Geddy Lee is singing. But personally, for me, it's not a problem. When I got acquainted with them, I loved them uh, uh, without problem.
Yeah,
Without
no,
problem.
I get it. So you know many other Rush fans. I mean, musicians, friends.
Yes, some of my friends like and admire my one of my friends with whom I studied in jazz college. He almost discovered Rush in the same period as I. It was in 2005, and this magazine was the first where I've got a lot of big information about them. Uh,
That that's
I,
those pictures are from the
it's
Rush in Rio.
that Russian River. I think it's the best live concert release, and personally for me, I think it's the best live rock concert ever.
Hmm.
And I like to say that this release shows uh, how musicians must play live on concerts, uh, how to do it live perfectly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was your first contact
Yes,
with
yes,
Rush. That magazine.
yes. I read this very big article. It's Russian magazine called Music Box.
Yeah,
It was big 20 years ago. Uh, Published every month about almost different bands: hard rock, prog rock, jazz, classic, etc., etc. Very different styles.
yeah,
Very, I remember I read this article and I was really amazed. Then after that, I gave it to my friend. He's also a drummer with whom I studied in jazz college. When we after that met, he told me he really was blessed about this band and started to listen them, and this thing enlightened me to discover. I After that I read it for the second time, and after that got acquainted and became very big fan of them.
yeah.
Uh,
And you were starting listening to the band's records just from the beginning. You started
yes,
with
yes,
Rush One.
yes, yes, from the first album. And when I heard the beginning chords of "Finding My Way,"
Finding.
I almost understood. This is my guys.
Okay, but then soon enough you were switching, you were moving forward to the second album.
Yeah,
Right,
yes,
right away you noticed a difference,
Faganate.
right?
Yes, of course. I knew that the first album was recorded with John Razzi. God bless his soul. But as we know, he was not suitable and couldn't fulfill his abilities for the next his gigs. Uh, but I think it's a very great record. I love it. Not It's not maybe famous between the Rush fans because it's much more closer to classical hard rock style. But I like it very much, and I did my drum cover to the song "What You Doing,"
Yeah.
and the song "Working Man." They played this song till the end.
Yes, yes, at every concert or almost every concert. Yeah. And
Uh,
yeah.
this explains uh, that the first album is also very great, and I
Yeah.
think
So
is
you have,
classical play.
yes. So you have other friends, musicians, and
Yes,
you
yes,
were telling me the other day about some famous radio DJ.
yes,
Was
yes,
living in Moscow.
yes. There was. there was a radio called Echo from Moscow.
Hmm.
Uh, in Russian, it pronounces like Echo Moskvy, and there was a famous radio DJ. His name is Vladimir Ilinsky. He's the son of our famous Russian actor Igor Ilinsky. And he is also one of the big Rush fans, and he made several radio broadcasts about Rush.
Uh-huh.
Uh, uh, in one of them, I also took part. I told the story how I attended a Rush concert in 10th of June in Helsinki, Finland, in Hartwall Arena. I attended this concert.
Which one? In which city?
Helsinki,
Helsinki,
Finland.
Helsinki in Helsinki in Finland. Yeah.
The very very famous Hartwall Arena where they
Yes.
played.
I was there. I was there. I didn't know you at that time, but um, yeah, I was there. And now that you are mentioning that city and that country, I
Yes,
I think I told you in the past. We were having, we've been friends with Neil, and
yes, yes.
I was touring, I was traveling with him through all through Europe twice, the last two European tours. Yeah, and Helsinki, we were having dinner. It was before the opening night, and I was asking Neil, which countries uh, you didn't play at with Rush, and you would like to do it. And instantly, like right away, he told me Russia, Moscow,
Mm,
and Madrid, Spain. He told me
uh,
Moscow and Madrid. Yeah,
that would be, yeah, that could be very awesome. A rush in Russia.
Russia in Russia. Yeah. So yeah, so we were having this conversation and fantasy about having Rush playing Moscow, and we switched from talking like fantasies to someone more concrete. And he told me talk to Neil. That Neil Warnock was the booking agent for Rush for Europe mainly, and he told me call Neil and let's think about something. And you, Martin, start looking for some nice restaurants and boutique hotels in Moscow because we are going there. We need to do it. We need to do it.
Mm,
Sadly, we know that it never happened
never happened.
or any other, I know, reasons, but he really wanted to visit your country. Yep, yep.
That's by the way, when I came to Helsinki with my friend, I also tried to meet the guys, and the only person whom I met was Alex, and I've got his signature
Oh, yeah,
on his
that's a good one. That's a good one.
and and uh, and of course on my favorite concert release, Russian Rio.
The Russian Rio, and you have this signature. Yeah,
Yes, yes, and one of the crew gave me
the
his
pick.
pick,
Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. And
and
when you were telling me that you were starting listening to all the Rush records one by one,
yeah, one
what
by one from the beginning to the end.
okay, and in which format? I mean, it's CDs or cassettes or what it
Uh,
what?
the first format which I got was simply this MP3.
Oh, MP3,
Yes,
two CDs with
yes. One CD and another, and there was all albums from the beginning uh, to ending with Test for Record, and all the concert releases ending with different stages.
different stages. And
Yeah, uh,
as for
and
studio
what?
albums until Vapor and
Yes,
Chess for Record.
yes, and so other albums like Vapor Trails, Feedback, and etc. Uh, I bought
On CD.
да, bought on CD
On CD.
and began to collect them on official deluxe editions and etc.
Okay. Do you have vinyls? I mean, do you have a turntable?
Not only CDs. I appreciate vinyl collectors very much, but it's too many money,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I couldn't afford anything. So I preferred to collect them on official CD editions, plus different deluxes which they released.
I see. And do you have in Russia, I mean, in some other countries like Japan, for example, they do their own special editions or combined, they are combining one album with another one. Do you have that in Russia, like local
Uh,
special editions?
yes, there were some this releases, but I uh, haven't bought them. Uh, yes, of course, there were some bootlegs, like of many other bands, and
Yeah.
I've got this one bootleg DVD.
I
It's
will show you. I will show you something because I know you love Led Zeppelin too, and
yes, yeah.
and when I was traveling, I went to Riga in Latvia because of I was invited to the Miller's wedding. Miller is the video director for Rush and for all the latest concert tour films, you know, and the movie and the R40 movie. So I went to Riga with my wife, and I found this. You know, it's but you see the name of the band Led Zeppelin is written in
in in
Russian.
in Russian letters, in
Yeah,
Russian language.
but it's a double album with uh, Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin 3.
Led Zeppelin
Yeah.
2 and Led Zeppelin 3, and it's a Russian edition. It's made in Russia. It
Two,
says
two, two,
Saint
two in one.
Petersburg. Yeah, it says Saint Petersburg, made in Saint Petersburg. I love this one. It's very special for me. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And shop.
do you have things like this? Have you seen things like this for Rush?
Yes, I saw many Beatles releases. This Antrop label, directed by Andrei Tropila. He he uh, invented this label, this company, and
The
they
per
released.
the person running this company.
Yes, and they released also many Beatles records, solo Beatles, Traveling Wilburys, and etc.
Yeah, and you were telling me about radio station, or at least this guy, this DJ. Is usual, is normal to get Rush played. Except for that radio station, it's a rare thing.
Uh, yes, they played, they broadcasted some songs. Uh, the possibly I think there is another
Another radio station.
radio station called Rock FM. Maybe
Okay.
maybe there it could also to be broadcasted some songs. I don't know, but possibly because they like to broadcast many classic rock groups.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they are playing international music. I mean,
Yes,
there probably it was like like the famous song on the on Rush One, before and after.
yes, wonderful.
Probably there was a before and after the fall of the wall in Berlin, but you were a little child by
Yeah,
then.
I was a little boy. I was 9 years old.
Yeah, nine. You were 9 years old. Yeah.
But at the time, I knew the Beatles.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And what about Russian bands playing Rush or
Uh,
covers?
oh, yes. One of my colleagues and friends, the guitar player with whom I not long time ago played the legacy of British prog rock band Camel. We played their second album Mirage in its entirely on rock festival organized by our common friend Alexei Bagaevsky.
Uh-huh.
So my friend, guitar player, his name is Mikhail Zonov. He is very much more in prog rock style. He like all that stuff. Yes, Genesis, ELP, Wonder Graph Generator, and he's also very big Rush fan, and even he had a few years ago Russian tribute band to Rush called the
Moving Waves. Yeah.
Moving Waves, and they played several songs, and that's where we got acquainted with him and began to chat, and finally played together on festival the music of Camel.
Do you remember which songs they decided to play?
Uh, it was Spirit of Radio. Uh, it was Free Will. It was La Villa Stranciata.
Wow.
It was uh, it was 2112, the complete
Oh,
epic.
entirely. Yeah.
Entirely, uh, as I remember, they played Jacob's Ladder, and of course the Working Man, Working Man. They played that much more in the fast tempo. You must remember the live recording with John Rutsey, released
Yep.
maybe 10 years ago on the big box set R40.
Yeah, R40. Yeah, yeah, with the
Yeah,
R40.
yeah.
So,
And there was a concert there. Uh, they played in 1974 with John Rutsey,
yes.
and so guys played in that much more fast temper. The
Yes.
song.
Yes, I see. I see. If you ever find or if you have some links,
Yes, I
uh,
will send you links maybe on YouTube. I'll try to find. Maybe
please.
I'll try
Yeah, please,
to
please.
download them, and I will send you. And of
Yes, I
course,
will. I will share. I will share.
don't forget to watch our performance of Music Camel in festival, which I
Yes,
sent to you.
I will. I will. I will share that material. It will be amazing to see that. And going back a little bit to Fly by Night, because
Yes,
we were chatting about that specific record. now that its 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Um, which is your favorite song on that album?
Mm, I think, of course, is the opening track anthem. I like these thunder drums, thunder drum parts Neil that Neil Peart created to this song. And my very big dream for almost many years. I was very busy that I couldn't do it, but I hope very soon, finally, I will do my drum version of this song, and will try to play all his breaks with 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 his groove as possible as it possible.
Yeah. Did you manage
Yeah.
to get any educational drumming videos
Uh,
from Neil
uh,
Peart in Russia?
yes, I have his drum book called Taken Center Stage.
Center,
There was
center
al-
stage. Yeah,
there was also disc, three DVD disc there where Neil explained his drum parts more in details, and you can see these things when he played it. All cameras showing you what his hands doing, what his legs doing, his groove.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And let me ask you something, because we are, I mean, when we are talking about the Neil's lyrics, and we are talking about the Russian people listening to Rush. What do you think is the relationship with the Russian people listening to Rush with the Nils lyrics? I mean, considering the language barrier, I mean, the people who doesn't understand English that well in your country, do you think the people listening to Rush are really understanding the lyrics, or are they trying to translate the lyrics to so they could be knowing what it is about?
Of course, the lyrics which Neil wrote for the band, they had the key meaning to their songs. Uh, I haven't seen that some of my friends, maybe some musical journalists, made the transcriptions or translations of his lyrics. I hope maybe in future, because it's the, of course it's the main thing too. But personally, for me, the main thing is number one is music,
The
the
music.
arrangements.
Yeah,
Try to be much more deep in them,
yeah,
in his drum parts. Uh, without this, it will it it's impossible.
yeah,
I think.
yeah. Well, maybe in the future you could be. I mean, in the past, many, many years ago, with a bunch of friends, some friends from Mexico, another guy from Spain, and another guy from Colombia, and some guy from Chile, and myself from Argentina. We were doing back in the day when we didn't have any artificial intelligence or Google Translator or whatever. We were
Mhm.
translating all the songs one by one, um, homemade. And I put up a website rush.com.ar as Argentina with all the lyrics in Spanish. So the people speaking Spanish and not understanding the lyrics, they could be reading and knowing the real meaning, what Neil wanted to tell us in his lyrics. So maybe you could be doing that in the near future. It could be like a
Possibly, possibly.
nice thing to do.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, and
And of course, another one of my big favorite songs from this LP is "Biter and the Snow Dog."
yeah,
I think it was the first real prog rock and epic song.
yes, it's an amazing piece.
Yeah,
And
and and how they played this on their official concert, all the world stage.
yes, all the world stage. Yeah, yeah.
It,
Um,
it's, it, it was killing version.
a killing version. We are about in a few weeks. We will be we will be attending a concert playing all those songs played that time at the Massey Hall. We will be all of us at the Massey Hall at the Rush Fest, Canada. And again,
And by the way, do you know the band Why Not?
why not? Yes, of course.
They will be playing there.
They will be.
Would they will be performing there or not? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I will try to find it out. Yeah. But definitely I will be there, and a bunch of us, we will be there celebrating exactly the day, celebrating the 10th anniversary from the last concert ever.
And have you seen the performance? Why not? When a special guest was famous and one of the big Rush fans, Mr. Mike Portnoy,
Portnoy,
when
Mike
he
Portnoy.
play he played La Villa Strangiata and why is that?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. Oh,
I have the signature.
Mike's signature. Yeah, yeah. I think that was in Pennsylvania. In yeah,
Maybe.
yeah,
This was not long time ago before his returning to Dream Theater,
yeah.
as I remember.
So it is really a pleasure and a privilege to talk to you and getting to know more about the Rush fans in Russia, in your country. Um, I have many friends, in your country, some friends in common, Alexei, um, Jane,
Uh,
and Natasha, Elena, Danilina, many friends. Uh,
Alex Silberze.
Alex, yes, yes,
He
and,
lives in America now.
and we love Beatles, and you love Beatles
Yeah,
too, and you love
yeah.
Ringo, and
It's it's
yeah, and
it's everything started from this for me personally.
everything started, yeah, somehow with the Beatles and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have to convince Ringo to go to Russia
Oh,
someday,
uh,
anytime soon.
he was in Russia two times. First time was in 1998. It was a time when he released. I think it was his best album, Vertical Man. It's my favorite album.
Yeah, it's a great one.
So in 25th of August in 1998, he was the first one. He was the first Beatle who played in Russia in Moscow.
Before Paul,
Yes. Before Paul came back to Russia in Moscow 5 years later on May 24th.
yeah.
He performed on the Red Square.
Yeah, what I know,
Uh,
what we all know is that they really loved to be there and to play there.
yes, Ringo came to Russia for the second time in 2011,
Yeah,
uh, and before the concert, he played in June 6th. Before the concert, the day before the concert, there was a press conference in Moscow, and luckily I had an opportunity to be there and talked, asked Ringo a question and talked a little bit with him.
yeah. Well, as everybody loves to be playing in Russia, and a song that it's really touching me, touching my heart every time I hear it. It's
One of the
we,
best his concerts.
we never knew the friends we had until we came to Leningrad. It says beautiful.
It calls nowadays it called Saint Petersburg.
St. Petersburg. Yeah, yeah, exactly. My friend, you are in my heart. I love you, my friend, and thank you. Let's be in touch and let's meet in Glasgow, in wherever, or come to.
Maybe on Ringo's concerts.
Or
He's playing in United States.
yes, that could be another option. Let's be in touch and thank you for telling us
Thank
all
you,
of this. And Rush on, and thank you for
Rashwan.
loving Rush, and thank you for being there. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikolay. Spasiba.